Sam Hunt, are you kidding me?
Again?
What's up, boys? Yeah, we just spoke recently, didn't we?
Yeah. And we told you, don't go to the haunted prison. We said, whatever you do, don't go to Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary because it is haunted. And
Y'all warned me.
We tried anyway. Did you? By the way, Sam is celebrating this not only the song "Outskirts" but also the song that it was called "Locked Up" and filmed entirely at this prison. Did you have any weird thing, like anything? Give us something. Lie.
Yeah, let's see. Who's the guy who? Well, there was one. Like a wooden sort of post, like a big, like a sawed-off telephone pole with a crossbar on it, and apparently they would, for, I don't know, bad behavior, these guys would have to go out there and put their arms and head inside this thing, and I don't know if they beat them or they just had to sit there all day, but it was rough. Some of the stories we heard were rough, and folks, of course, tried to escape, and they'd chase them down with dogs, and it was like an old movie. But I think the guy that killed Martin Luther King was there, and he tried to escape. They ended up tracking him down. The big ridge behind the facility is like straight up and down. So
yeah, it's
not really anywhere to go.
James Earl Ray is the guy you're thinking of. Yeah, he was probably he was probably the most famous
or infamous.
Of killing Martin Luther King Jr. But there's been a lot of. I forget who else we talked to. Is it Lainey? I forget who also filmed something
Lainey
over there.
Played out there.
Yeah. And she said that she didn't really like see a ghost or whatever, but she said that the feeling there is weird, that the vibrations or the energy is kind of whacked out.
Yeah, whatever that is, and I don't think we understand it. Science understands it quite yet, but there is something to that. You know, the experiences of the past. I don't know if it's because we knew that that's what happened there or not, but I've been around other dark places where there's just a presence of darkness, and you can feel it in that place.
Did anything follow you home? Did you feel like,
Don't put that out there.
No, I'm just asking.
Did your blender come on?
I hope I didn't take any spirits home. I mean, I've had some weird dreams since then, so I don't know.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't think so. I have a protection around me and around my home, so even though I do believe in that realm to some degree, I feel protected from it. So, to the extent that is possible, that there is those dark energies out there, I think we're good at my house.
I have a feeling Sam's going to get off the phone with us and then just pray.
Take a shower.
Oil over my door. So yeah.
Take a shower in the holy water.
Sam is with us. We'll come back. We'll talk more with Sam Hunt on the way. Ooh. Sam Hunt is joining us. The EP called Locked Up. It is out now, and Outskirts is on there. And so how many songs are on this EP there, Samuel?
If you include Outskirts, which came out last year, Locked Up, which I just put out, there'll be 4, so 2 new ones.
You like that kind of the new way that artists put music out, kind of instead of doing one album, you've seen a lot of artists put out a handful of songs more often. Do you like that?
I don't prefer it. In a perfect world, I'd rather get the songs written together, recorded all around the same time, and get them out. But after years of attempting to do that, and balancing so many other things, I've just decided that looking at it, from a realistic perspective, I'm going to get out more music if I put them out in smaller batches like that. So for now, until I can figure out a way to get albums written and recorded in shorter time periods, not 3 or 4 years, but maybe 2 years, then I feel like, another thing too, the landscape changes so quickly, and your fan base who's been loyal to you for so long, there's so many other options out there. You want to make sure to keep putting out music just so they don't forget about you.
Is there a chance we'll get something more like the Between the Pines thing, like more of an acoustic type album, or is that not something you're into right now?
Yeah, that's where I'm headed towards. I think that's always been I don't want to call it bread and butter. That's just the place where I feel most comfortable, and that's where I started. Writing songs on guitar and just throwing them down acoustic. There's always, I get caught up on trying to make sure that, well, if I write this song or produce it this way, will they play it on radio if it doesn't at least keep up with kind of what's happening to some degree. And I don't know if that's the proper way to look at it or not, but that thinking has affected the way I approach production, I think, in the past. But I would like to get back to that Between the Pines sound for sure.
Well, I think you broke that whenever you did Hard to Forget.
I mean, yeah.
That was so groundbreaking for country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was unique. It's the rest of my music. Well, I guess it's similar in some ways. Some of the drum sounds are similar, but you mean in terms of sampling that old
just
Webb
doing
Pierce song?
doing the sample and everything. It was just like nobody saw that coming. I still remember the day I heard it in the car the first time I had the radio on, and I left early, and they're like, "Hey, here's the world premiere," and like we played Hard to Forget, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy!" It was just so cool.
Yeah, it was cool that those two worlds combined that way, and I probably couldn't pull that off very often, but for that song specifically, it all came together. And hearing Webb Pierce sing that chorus, it's so undeniable that no matter what you put behind it, and I'm sure a lot of folks didn't agree with some of the production choices over that old Webb Pierce song, but you really can't deny his voice and that melody and the sound of it, regardless of what else you do around it.
For sure. Well, the EP is out now. It's called Locked Up. Check it out, and we'll go out with a little outskirts. Sam, good talking to you, man. Yeah, definitely want to use sage in the house now that you've been to a haunted prison. Yeah. I would just kind of open it all up, kind of say a couple of Hail Marys, and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, between my wife and I and her dad's a pastor, we'll be good.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Jesus time. Sam Hunt, everyone. Sam, thanks, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.